Are you a female struggling with hormonal issues, especially around that time of the month? Stay tuned. In this video, I am going to show you what you can do about it. Hello, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Goretti and I'm the counselor at Butterfly Project. So today I wanted to talk about hormonal issues that women are facing, especially around, kind of that premenstrual time. So this is something that I've noticed, especially for me over the last few months. I was never somebody that really had a lot of PMS, symptoms. And I have noticed over the last few months, just with some different things. And also I've noticed people kind of complaining about it, the women around me complaining about it a little more, especially over the last couple of years. And I'm not really sure exactly why, but I have a feeling it has to do with all of the toxins that we have in our environment. I mean, there is a ton of estrogen in our water supply that people don't realize, from people, taking things like birth control and stuff like that. This is also affecting men actually as well. So men also, and this could help you if you're in partnership, men also go through, kind of a cycle every month as well. And I've noticed it's become more and more prominent over the years, and this is most likely why. There's so many, toxins in our environment, in the food, in the air, in our soil, just in the preservatives, everything. Okay. It's like we can't, no matter how hard we try, it's really difficult to kind of avoid this. Okay. So what can we do about this? I mean, knowledge is power. I'm always saying that. So educate yourself on this information, find out these things, start making some changes. One of the things is not using plastic, using glass to store all your stuff in. That's just one suggestion. The other thing is, regular checkups. I mean, make sure that you are going to see your doctor annually to get your annual checkup, and also seeing a gynecologist if you need one. Don't forget, I'm not a doctor. So you guys, the information I'm sharing, I'm not going to go deep into all the hormones and how they affect you. That is something you can research on your own or talk to your doctor about. However, what I will say is there are shifts and changes, of course, in our hormones, a lot of different hormones throughout the monthly cycle. And typically, week to 10 days before, your menstrual cycle, there is usually a lot of changes, and this is a time for you to really take care of yourself, to give yourself some extra care. Unfortunately, the problem is this affects your mental health. So this is what's really become kind of prominent for me and other women that I've been, speaking to about this. It seems like our mental health is really affected during that time as well. And this is something that isn't really talked about a lot when we're talking about, premenstrual symptoms. Everybody talks about, the bitchiness, the moodiness, things like that. But nobody really talks about how it affects your mental health. So here is the number one thing I have noticed with these hormonal changes in regards to your mental health is, a different way of thinking, like not being so positive, being more, of course, irritable is kind of, part of what we've always known, being angry, things like that, but really, struggling to get through the thoughts, to get through the thinking patterns, to get yourself out of that funk of the negative thinking, getting stuck into the negative thinking. This really can affect you. It can affect how you're feeling, feeling maybe a lot more anxious, a lot more depressed during these times, more angry, more irritable. So it's not just the regular, moodiness. This goes a little bit further than that. So pay attention to how you're feeling. This is, really important, because during this time, what I've noticed is it's not just a little bit of changes in the way you're thinking or your mental health. It's actually pretty intense. It's pretty severe for some women. And so this, completely can affect every area of your life. So relationships, especially, possibly work, being a parent, whatever it is, it affects you. Knowing this is not a time that you want to make big decisions. This might be a time that you don't want to maybe interact as much with people because you're feeling so, negative, right, during this time, or struggling to be positive, or you're feeling those angry feelings, or you're feeling really kind of low and down. So paying attention to that, reaching out to people if you do need help with that, because that can be a little bit more intense. And doing a lot more self-care, like really listen to your body and pay attention to your body. What does your body need? This is part of self-love, right? So listening to your body, what exactly does your body need? And not feeling guilty about giving yourself those things. Maybe it's extra sleep. Maybe it's you just don't want to talk to anybody that day. Maybe it's, you need some alone time. Maybe you need time away from the kids, away from, your partner, whatever it is, just making sure that you are doing what you need for you, whatever that might be. Okay, paying attention to these thoughts and feelings. The interesting thing is, once the hormones change and shift, it's like a switch went off, and all of a sudden you can think clearly, you think great, you're happy maybe, or just you can think positive, you're not angry and hating everybody anymore, right? And you're not so much in that negative thinking. And it's not just negative thinking. I'm trying to find the right word here, but it's more like, just really not able to be optimistic, right? Things just seem really dark, and like there's issues maybe where there wasn't before. You're unsure about things, you can't make decisions, you're a lot more easily upset, these kinds of things. So just pay attention to that, because this really can affect your life. But what I would say is giving your body what you need. Pay attention to what it is that you need. And during this period, right, this is why, recording and keeping track of your menstrual cycle is so important, is for you to pay attention to these patterns, okay? And once you do, then you can say, oh, this is why I'm thinking so negatively. This is why I can't be optimistic or positive. This isn't actually regarding these situations. Maybe I should just hold off on thinking about these things right now. Just put it on the shelf, and maybe I'm going to put my focus onto something else and my energy onto something else. For those of you as well that know about and practice conscious manifesting, this is not a time for you to be manifesting, right? Consciously. This is a time that you want to go general when you are manifesting, okay? So this is a time to really pay attention to your thoughts, right? You just want to go general if you're manifesting, and also to kind of shelf these things so you're not ruminating in them and creating, things that you don't want to create. All right, my loves. So thank you so much for being here. I hope this was helpful for you. Don't forget to do all the things, like, comment down below, share this video with anybody you think it might be helpful for. And also, if you're new to my channel, I would absolutely love to have you here as part of this ever-growing butterfly community. So don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and also hit the bell icon so you get notified of new videos when I post them. And you guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And as always, I wish you all peace, love, and light. Until next time, bye-bye.